So if you guys don't know, Dragon Ball Super just celebrated its 5th anniversary. The anime's stunning animation and story arcs have caused many fans to become invested in the show and are excited to see what's coming next. Whether you love it or hate it, DBS has been a major hit, earning millions of dollars. And with that success, you'll be certain to see more Dragon Ball Super in the near future. With the anime surpassing 5 years, I decided to make a video about my top 5 favorite Dragon Ball Super fight scenes. I'll be including scenes from both the TV show as well as the movies. I'll be excluding the manga since I haven't read the previous arcs yet and the Galactic Patrol saga is still ongoing. These arcs are my personal favorite fight scenes, so if you don't see yours, then I'm sorry. It's not you, it's me. So with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Number 5. Goku vs. Hit Universe 6 arc. The Universe 6 arc is probably the least threatening Dragon Ball Super arc. The tournament had many mediocre fights. It really just served to introduce multiple universes and also hype up the future Tournament of Power arc. The climax of the tournament has got to be the Goku vs. Hit fight. Throughout the fight, Hit constantly adapts to Goku's power and eventually overpowers him. We also see the return of Kaioken, a move that we could have seen multiple times throughout Z, but unfortunately has become forgotten in time. The fight scene shows both fighters continuing to surpass their limits. My only complaint is the ending, with Goku being Goku and once again forfeiting a fight. I mean, at least he put his faith into the right person, just like in Z. Number 4. Toto vs. Universe 7 Tournament of Power arc. The Tournament of Power arc is definitely one of my favorite Dragon Ball Super arcs, and one of the fight scenes that definitely stood out was the fight against God Toto. There are basically 2 parts of this fight. The first part consists of Frieza and Android 17 versus Toto. So Frieza ends up triggering Toppo's God energy and basically gets his ass kicked. The overall power of God Toto is overwhelming and visually stunning. Toppo's God Ki Blast completely changes the whole field and atmosphere, marking the Tournament of Power drawing to a close. The lighting in the scene is also amazing. It fits perfectly in the show and even helps Toppo look even more intimidating. The second part of the fight consists of Vegeta versus Toppo. The fight is alright. This part was really just added to show off Evolution Blue and eliminate Toppo. It also shows how much Vegeta has changed, showing that he's much more durable compared to his DBC counterpart. Number 3. Hit vs. Jiren. Dragon Ball has a past of undermining previous villains to show off how much more powerful the current villain is. An example of this is when Trunks killed Mecha Frieza with ease, showing how much more powerful the androids are if Trunks could barely fight against them. The fight between Jiren and Hit shows just how much powerful Jiren is. The fight had some great animation and music. It was a fight that marked the middle of the arc and showed how much of a monster Jiren is, even though later on his backstory turned out to be very bland. It was also cool to see Jiren best Hit's time skip move, and also throughout the fight, Hit acted more of a fighter and less of a hitman, which eventually causes a downfall, but it was also cool to see. Also, Hit is one of my favorite DBS characters, so I might be a bit biased. Number 2. Ultra Instinct Goku vs. Jiren. So for this fight, I'm talking about the second fight between them, which takes place in episode 130. This fight scene delivered as the climax of the arc. So after fighting for around 40 minutes, which seems like 18 hours, Goku finally gives into his autonomous Ultra Instinct and absolutely destroys Jiren. The fight scene once again is a sight to see. The visuals are amazing and the fight sequences show just how much more powerful Goku has become. The fight basically marked the downfall of Jiren since every other fight before this, he was seen as an unstoppable brute. This fight shows Jiren powering up to full power, reminiscent to when Frieza powered up to full power in Z. In this fight, you could see the fighters giving their all, and their big and exaggerated bodies help show off their struggle and how much they're actually trying. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but Ultra Instinct is kinda relatable. It reminds me when I'm playing Valorant, it's 1 AM, I'm drinking coffee and not really focusing on the game, but I'm somehow doing better than average. I don't know, it might just be me. And so we're here at number 1. So what could be better than the second to last fight in the anime? Well, I would say the last fight in Dragon Ball Super in general, excluding the manga, which is of course
Shaggy versus Jiren. I mean, the fight between Shaggy and Jiren. Shaggy uses 2% of his power, and he's able to knock out Jiren. That's how good Shaggy is. I'm still waiting for him to be in Mortal Kombat. I know this meme is about 2 years old, but who cares, man? Shaggy versus Jiren, best fight in Dragon Ball. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to drop a like. Alright, all seriousness. Oh shit, is my fucking voice changer still on?
Alright, all seriousness, my favorite fight in Dragon Ball Super has got to be Gogeta versus Broly. Now, Gogeta has always been one of my favorite fusion characters in Dragon Ball history. He's a badass character who honestly deserved more screen time in DBZ. I mean, in the movie, he basically just had around 30 seconds of screen time, but he did immediately kick ass. In this movie, you see the full power of Gogeta, besting a Saiyans whose powers have no bounds. The fight scene and animation is 10 times better than the anime, and even includes some cool scenes like the two entering a different dimension. It doesn't really make sense, but who cares really? It looks cool, the music gets you riled up, the chanting makes you feel as if you're in the Super Bowl and the scores are evenly tied. The fight scene even implemented a modified Soul Buster and the Big Bang Kamehameha. This fight was kinda ironic since you would usually root for the protagonist. However, in this fight, unlike Vegeta's power wasn't limited by time. Like sure, there's still a 30-minute limit, but unlike the episode where Vegeta came back, the power of Super Saiyan Blue didn't inherently affect the time span of the fusion. Kakarot's power along with Vegeta's ruthlessness causes Gogeta to almost kill Broly, a character who used to have a stupid and annoying backstory, however was rewritten to be more likable. As fights go, this is my favorite Dragon Ball fight scene so far, and honestly, Dragon Ball Super Broly is probably the best Super movie so far. So yeah, that's my top 5. If you guys want more, I am happy to do one about Z. Sorry if I sound kind of tired. I did record this at 1 AM. Okay, I procrastinated and this is what happens. So yeah guys, hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to drop a like. I will be uploading more Dragon Ball content in the near future. I got some reviews and I'll also keep you guys up to date if there's anything new to Dragon Ball Super, news related. And so yeah guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to drop a like. People always say this, but it does help me out because I'm a small channel and it helps me grow, okay? And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.